Hello everyone, welcome back to the New Hampshire Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana and today we are here with Drew Clapp of Primerica.
Hey there, good to be back on the show.
Absolutely. Back for another round, couldn't get enough last time. So Drew, let's do a little bit of recap, a little bit for those who maybe haven't watched the last episode. Give us a little bit of your history, who you are, what you do, all that stuff.
Alright, so I'm a New Hampshire native, born and raised. I grew up in Pennacook, Concord, and then I moved up to the Lakes region and stayed there from middle school through high school and bounced around from college to college for a little bit. Went to Worcester Polytech and then up to Plymouth State University. Big switches and majors and all the standard fare for a student. And I graduated December 2016, and right after I was like, I want to go into real estate because during my last year at Plymouth, my grandmother passed, and as a part of the inheritance that my mom and I got, well, we got her house, her condo, and my mom lives in Oregon. I live here, so I was the one managing the property, getting it all put together, doing the renovation work, working with the agent. First I went for sale by owner, which was a horrible mistake. I would have lost $50,000 if I had committed to that, and the agent helped me save that money. So I was like, I want to help people through the same process. So I became a real estate agent right after college, and within the first month of me being an agent, my first buyer client is a representative with Primerica, and he's like, hey, let me tell you about this awesome opportunity. And I was like, sure, I'd like to hear about it because I like learning new things. And met with him. 30 minutes later, I was like, I want in. And I stayed as a realtor full-time and did Primerica part-time for a few months, and eventually I learned I really don't want to do real estate. It's not the industry I want to be in. It wasn't enjoyable for me, and I could help more people with Primerica. And so I switched over full-time with Primerica, and it's been the best decision of my life. It's the best opportunity I've ever had.
Yeah, pretty cool. So let's see. So since the last time you were on the show, that was January, February kind of time frame.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah. What's happened since then? Let's get we got the update. Let's get the forward date. Forward date is the word.
Well, I've been working on some time on my securities licenses, specifically the Series 6 and the 63, so I could help people on the investing side. And we talked a little bit about that, in the last interview we had. But because I wasn't licensed, I couldn't talk too much on that, and I still can't because of Lord FINRA and their compliance things. But anyway, I now have the power, and this is a superpower because there aren't very many people that can actually do this stuff. I have the power to help people build up retirement savings. I help them now set aside savings for their kids, midterm savings in like a mutual fund for, let's say in 10 years someone wants put a 40% down payment on a house. I can help them identify what that number is and then go through the process of saving and help them guide them through that process to achieve that number, that amount of money to be saved up, whatever that ends up being.
Yeah, pretty cool. I like how you because I've sat down with quite a few people over the years, I guess, and real estate, like mortgages, finance, banking, like they're pretty heavily regulated as far as what you can and can't talk about.
Yes.
So it's always fun when someone wants to come on the show because I'm like, yeah, got to make that work. Yeah, it's always fun. Yeah, cool. So let's get into it a little bit. You kind of talked about some of the things you do now, so give us some details on, how all of it works, what you can talk about, right. I guess.
So my goal is, because when I meet with someone, it's free. I get to meet with them, educate them on, terms and concepts that they can use to become financially informed. And even if it doesn't go beyond that, that's the last time I meet with them. They don't want to meet with me again for a financial plan. They don't want to meet with me to get themselves properly protected in life insurance. They don't want to get together for a Roth IRA or a mutual fund or a plan for their kids' college. Even if they don't go beyond that first meeting, I'm gonna walk away knowing they have more information than 90% of America, as far as financial knowledge.
Yeah.
And if I do meet with them again and help them put together we call it a financial needs analysis, and basically takes all those terms that I teach to people when I first meet with them, and it helps them put together all their financial information, their savings, their investments, the expenses that they have every month, where they're putting away for retirement, whether it's their 401k or if they have an IRA or help them figure out their debt and things like that. And that plan, it's like a GPS. And if you were to take a big road trip somewhere, you'd at least want to look up Google Maps and see, okay, I'm here. This is how I get to, let's say, Atlanta, Georgia. And you at least want to know how you're going to get there, plan that out. Well, the awesome thing is we can take that idea of, you want to make that plan for that trip, and we help apply that to the financial end of things, because it's good to have a plan. And so if you were to go to another, to a financial planner, I've seen some people say, hey, it's about $300 to get a plan specific to put this together, and I've seen others it's $2,200, and it's like most families I know, would have a hard time justifying putting together $300, much less the $2,200 to get a specific plan. But a lot of them know, I need this plan. This will help me figure out how much exactly I need for retirement, a plan to cut down my debt quickly, and help me budget out where my expenses are. Because some people put budgets together and they're useful, but they're also somewhat limited in what they can do because they don't know all the information. And so we do it for a price no one can argue with. I do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super valuable. And from there, I'll help them through the process of saving their money for retirement, becoming financially free from the debts that they've accrued, figure out how to save in insurance, help them make sure that they're properly protected as far as their income, because if the worst to happen when they're still building up those savings, that could totally wipe someone's family out, and that's a scary proposition. So we help people be protected in the short term so that they can have that emergency estate if the worst is to happen, and help them build up towards the likely case in which they're going to live, and help them save up to that retirement so that they're okay and that they don't have to work if they don't want to.
Yeah. I guess that's the goal eventually, right? Is to not have to work.
Exactly.
You don't have to find odd jobs until you die,
Mm-hmm.
Kind of miserable.
So I want to create that freedom. If someone, when they retire, they want to go out to Fiji and out to Aruba and just go all on island hopping, more or less, that they could do that.
Yeah.
And if they just want to sit in their house, read books, and not go out much, they could do that too. And the awesome news is, you can get out of debt. You can build up a savings like that. It's just a matter of you got to make a plan for it.
Yeah.
And my goal is to help people through that process.
Okay. I like it. So, one question I probably forgot to ask last time, which I always think is good. So, when someone comes to you and you're getting ready to put one of these plans together, what should they bring with them?
All right.
Because there's probably a lot of documents and stuff. So,
the big three things that they should have with them for financial needs analysis is, the first thing is any insurance policies that they have. They'll want to have that information ready for that. They also want to have any savings information, whether it's money they have in the bank, or let's say they have an old 401k, because in today's day and age, by the time you're 40, the average amount of jobs that you've gone through is 10 different jobs, and some of them may have had a 401k, so you might not even know that you have that, or you might know it and not know what to do with it. And that's something that we could help out with as well. And other retirement savings and that information, as well as like debt statements, mortgages, school loans, car loans, credit card debt, like there's a lot of that there, and I can help people through that by teaching them a concept called debt stacking.
mm-hmm.
And I showed a friend of mine in November this, and I helped her do a financial needs analysis, and she's a friend from college, bunch of student loans, a couple private student loans, and I showed her she could pay the same amount every month and cut down her debt in 4 years instead of 14.
That's pretty good.
And that amount of time is so valuable for people, because that's being debt free is freedom in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So those are the insurance statements, savings, and your debt statements, as well as just a lot of the rest of it is stuff people know off the top of their head, is what they're paying for electric bills, the monthly expenses that they all know off the top of their head about what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be exact, but those three plus the regular stuff,
mm-hmm.
and I can help them figure out a way and navigate the darkness, so to speak.
Yeah, because I guess that's one of the big parts about it. So in your position is you're trying to direct them again to the light, to their final goal, and
mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't know. I guess because I've had this conversation before, a lot of people don't know how money works very well. So
mm-hmm.
it's like, oh yeah, we're trying to get you to, when you retire, having X amount of money so that you can retire and live comfortably, but you have no idea how to turn your money into that.
Right.
So you gotta
and a
make
lot
it
of
through
people don't know what we call it a financial independence number,
mm-hmm.
and it's basically the amount of money that you need to have set aside, a dollar amount. It's retirement used to be an age. It's now a dollar amount, and it's that number is what you would need to live the rest of your life without having to work if you didn't want to. And part of the process with the financial needs analysis is to help people identify that number.
Yeah. Mine's easy. It's like million plus, probably. I mean, it's a joke. It's funny. You can laugh.
Oh, okay, I guess.
So, everyone, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors. Everyone, hold on. Many of the guests that have been on my show I've met through New England B2B and Kevin Willett. So if that's something you want, and you want great pros who are very good in their industry, and you want to meet them, network with them, do business with them, head into the sponsor section below, click on the link, submit your info, and we'll get you rolling. Let's say. So we kind of talked about this a little bit beforehand, and you had said that there's opportunities to get into Primerica, kind of on the bottom floor with you guys. So let's talk a little bit about those opportunities and how that works.
All right. So I honestly believe that Primerica is one of, if not the best opportunities to start working as far as getting into this type of industry, because we bring people on part-time so that they don't have to leave their job if they don't want to, and it's an opportunity in which someone could earn an extra $1,500 a month, extra $500 a month. They want to change over their careers. Let's say they have a job that they hate and they want to find something new. This is a good opportunity for someone to come in, test the waters, see if this is an industry that they would be interested in, because some people they come in and they're like, I don't know if this is something I want to do, but I like people, I like helping people, and it's a no pressure choice. So we bring people in part time, and we teach them the ropes. We bring them through field training. The company pays for their licensing and helps them get through the education for it, and they also pay for the education for the licensing. If you were to go off and get the licenses required to work in an industry separately, it would be about $12 to $1,400 to invest into getting the licenses required to do what we do. And so we help people through the process by paying for the education, paying for the exams, and we help them get the study materials together so that they can prepare for the exams so that they can pass. And another awesome thing with us is the other competitors in our industry, some of them will, if you fail the exam once, you're gone. They don't want someone that is a loser, basically, and a loser. And we think everyone has it in them to be a winner, and we help people build up to be winners. Mm-hmm. So, if you fail the life insurance exam, we'll help you again, and you do certain guidelines. You go green on the practice exam, and it's just basically you pass it, and the company will pay for your next take in the exam, and you keep going and going until you pass it. Or you could stop after you get frustrated and be like, this isn't something for me, and that's okay. It's an opportunity for anyone to try, but it's not for everyone, and we understand that. It is a commission position, it's full commission, but you're helping people, you're helping families out, and a lot of it is you're helping your own family out, and your friends, and the people you care about, and the people that care about you. And it's a great opportunity to earn some part-time income if you need a little extra money, or full-time if you are you get to build up a business part-time and then quit your job and go full-time with us if you want. And in some instances, it's a spare tire. You get fired from your job suddenly out of nowhere, and you have this thing you've been building that you could roll into.
Yeah, that's nice, because again, just having multiple opportunities, multiple streams of revenue is kind of important nowadays. Mm-hmm. And so I guess having something in line like that is beneficial.
Yeah, and the only cost to you to join is there's a $99 background check, because we're in a federally regulated industry. Yeah. And there's a $25 subscription fee for our online service that is the tool that we use. It's something we got for hundreds of $millions that helps through the process of education. It also helps us help our clients, and it's an incredible tool, and it's totally worth the subscription fee for it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned not getting through your licensing. So Like if someone fails, the company will put them back into it. How tough are the licenses to get? Because you said it's federally regulated industry. So how tough is the kind of getting through all of that?
It can be a challenge. It's all multiple choice questions. So if you're good at multiple choice exams, then it should be a breeze. I am myself am pretty decent with multiple choice, and even so, some of the material is a little difficult because there are subtle differences in some of the terms and in each set of books and each exam, and those little differences are enough that they could throw you off. But we help through that process, of course, with the education, and so long as you don't give up, we won't give up on you either.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, it's good. It's kind of good to know that companies got your back. They want you to take care of you. Whole deal.
That's the best opportunity I've ever had.
Yeah, pretty cool. So, is there anything else you want to touch on? Because I know we went through a lot of stuff there, and you were getting a little closer to the end there.
Well,
so, was there anything you wanted to brush on?
Well, with newcomers and stuff, like I would say anyone that's interested in meeting with me, they, and you're worried, well, what if it costs me anything? Well, it won't. It's free to meet with me. And my first meeting, I'm not interested in trying to sell anything. I just want to educate. And if you're interested in any of the things that I have to offer after the meeting, we can get back together and I'll help you through the process on everything. And it'll be great. I'll help you make money, save money, protect yourselves properly. And if you want to join the business, awesome. It's a great opportunity, and I look forward to training you.
Yeah, pretty cool. So people that want to reach out, get in touch with you, set up an appointment, how do they do it?
So the best way is to contact me through my cell phone. It's 603-707-0337. It's the luckiest number in the world. I love it. And you can either call me, text me, or you can email me at clapp.drewc at primerica.com, and that's clapp.drewc at primerica.com.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me again, Drew. It's fun, and I like slowly watching you grow and push further and further in your business. It's pretty cool.
It's exciting, and I'm getting more and more excited every day at just the road in front of me, and where I'm going, it's gonna be great, and I hope to bring as many people as I can with me.
Cool. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you, Drew, for joining me today.
Thank you.
We're gonna roll out with the last word from our sponsors, so everyone have a great day.